Hi, Michelle Seitz here. You're watching Book Formatting, Part 4, Table of Contents. Here's the scenario. If you watched parts 1 to 3, you learned how to modify styles, set up the pages, and apply the styles to the book text. Now you need to add the table of contents to your book text. A special thanks to Daria Angie Giovanni for allowing me to utilize excerpts from her book, Water Signs. Watch this video to learn how to do this. Now that your document has the correct styles, it's time to enter the table of contents. Decide what text you want displayed in the TOC and how you want it displayed. Put your cursor where you want the TOC to start. On the References tab, in the Table of Contents group, click the down arrow and select Custom Table of Contents. When the dialog box opens, click the down arrow and select the number of levels you want displayed. I'm going to click this arrow down because I only want 2 levels. Now go to the Options button and select the correct level number to apply to each of the styles. Here are all the styles in the document. I have a heading 1, but I don't want a heading 2. And I want heading 1 to be at TOC level 2 because I want it indented a little bit. Make sure there's no other levels in here. Go to the modules. I want modules at TOC 1, so I'll put a 1 in this field and say OK. Now I want to modify the TOC styles. Click Modify. With TOC 1 selected, click Modify again. Now here is where you want to enter all the characteristics for your TOC. I want 12 points before my text and 6 points after. And I want to make it single and left justified. And say OK. And OK again. Now I want to modify TOC 2. And after all the options and modifications have been added, I will click on this drop down and select None for Tab Leader. Now I click OK, and the table of contents is inserted into my document. Now that you have created your table of contents with the characteristics of your choosing, including the title, highlight the entire TOC, including the title. I want to save this table of contents to my building blocks, so it will be displayed in my table of contents group. Go to the References tab, and in the table of contents group, at the bottom of the drop-down, select Save Selection to Table of Contents Gallery. The Create New Building Block dialog box will be displayed. Here's a tip. If you want your new TOC to be displayed at the top of the list, when you want to add a new TOC, use the built-in category, unless you create a new building block category that will sort before the word built-in, such as something starting with the letter A. If you do use the building category, since there may already be other selections in this list, add a space before the name of your TOC. This will move your TOC to the top of the list. You can also create a new category with your own name, but remember that the categories are in alphabetical order. So depending on the name of your category will decide where it will be displayed in the gallery. Leave the gallery as is. You want your TOC to be in the table of contents. You can enter a description if you like. I suggest that you leave the buildingblocks.dotx in the Save In field if you want this particular TOC available in all your new documents. If you use a particular template all the time and you want it available in those templates, click the drop-down and select that template.dotx. The Options field has a drop-down as well. When you click on it, there are 3 options. Click on Insert Content in its own paragraph. Now click OK. To test this out, delete the TOC in your document now. When I click on the Table of Contents drop-down, There it is at the top of my list. So all you'd have to do now is click on it. You can update the entire table if you changed anything and click OK. Since we added the title and we saved it with the title and the TOC, it inserted the title again. So I can click the extra contents TOC title and our TOC is complete. And that is the end of this particular part of book formatting, table of contents.